Hello, guys. Welcome to my show, the Daily Stock Analysis Simplified. My name is Joseph Oji, and I still maintain my goal here, which is to make you rich by showing you the right stocks to put your money in. Today, our focus will be on a very popular company. It is called the J.B. Hunt. As you can see from the screen, it is a logistic company, and that's where our focus today will be. Remember, my show is for those who do what is called buy and hold strategy in long-term investing. As I always said, stock investments is not a get-rich-quick business. It is something that takes time. You pick the right stock, just like you plant the right seed. You know, like a farmer, just like a farmer plant the right seed in the farm, then allow it to grow. 2 years, 3 years, the value will appreciate. Then you sell it and make money through capital gain. That's it. So if I see a good company, I tell you this is the company to put your money in and wait for it. Now, if you are a day trader or somebody that buy today and sell next week, this is not for you. This is for people who believe in planning, picking the right stock, investing in them, then being patient, no matter what the market is doing. Market can go crazy. It's not for you. You wait 2 years, like I said, just like a farmer, you plant a seed. You don't plant a seed today and harvest it tomorrow. You don't plant a corn today and harvest it next month. No, you wait for it to grow, mature, bear fruits, and then you sell it, and then you harvest it, and you reap the harvest and the profit. Anyway, like I said, this is for our goal today is to our company of the day is J.B. Hunt. Now, J.B. Hunt, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, is a logistic company founded in Arkansas in 1961 by husband and wife, Johnny and Jonelle Hunt. Now, J.B. Hunt Transportation Services Incorporated is an American logistic leader, like I said. And I mean, the company have expanded a lot. From the modest firm started by husband and wife, Johnny and Johnny Hunt, into a major player with over 24,000 employees across North America. Now, our analysis today, as usual, will be based on some things we will get from the financial statement of the company. When I say that, I mean the income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, and from the information we can get from the stock behavior itself. Now let us begin. I'm going to take you to the place where we can get those information free of charge. What other place can we do than that in Yahoo Finance? So I'm going to search for finance.yahoo.com. All right. Now, for J.B. Hunt, as we know, the trading symbol for the company J.B. Hunt is JBHT. So that we're going to search in Yahoo Finance with that symbol, JBHT. JBHT. I'm going to put it right here. JBHT. Okay. Now we will have, I will start by looking at the chart. For the company's chart, I'm putting a moving average on it, since our focus is more on the long-term investment. We're gonna be using 200-day moving average. So let me insert it. The indicators. So moving average, when I put the 200 days moving average. So now let's look at what you have on the screen. You can see that I'm using a 5-year period. The company have been trading above it. This is the moving average here. This line represents the moving average. This is the stock movement. It had been trading above its moving average. Now, for every stock investor, everybody that deals in stock, when a stock of any company is consistently trading above the 200-day moving average, it's generally considered to be a long-term uptrend. So, which means that for a company like JB Hunt, I mean, it showed it's a bullish signal. Not only that, as you can see from the screen, you can see all these D's. That means that the company is paying dividend, and consistently paying dividend over the 5-year period. Even on 2 years period, you can see that company have been paying dividends, and the stock trade way above its moving average. That is a good company to invest in because it is bullish trend. Now, and I can see that even the moving average shows an uptrend as well. Now, of course, we can't rely only on one indicator. If you are traveling to Washington from Baltimore, there are a lot of road signs, and so you have to follow all of them to get to Washington. So, for example, now let us look at other information. So I'm going to take you to the statistics of the company. Okay. So for that, we'll be looking at the financial statements. Let us start with profitability. Again, the first thing we notice that the company pay dividends, which is good. It is only when a company make money and make profit that they will pay you dividend. What is dividend anyway? Dividend is a share of the profit, which means that they're making profit. Now, let's start with the profitability then. So the profitability for JB Hunt, as you can see from the screen, if you look at my cost, you can see that the profit margin is 5.68% and our operating margin is 6.15%. What does this tell us? Well, it shows that, let me put it as simple as I can. These profit margins of 5.68% and operating margin of 6.15% they are moderate, but they do indicate that JB Hunt has a reasonable level of control over its costs and can generate a decent profit on its sales. So, and of course, for long-term investors, this is a positive signal. Now, let's look at the management effectiveness. We have under the management effectiveness, we'll be looking at the return on assets and the return on equity. The return on asset is 7.6%, and the return on equity is 18.75%. A higher return on equity indicates that for JB Hunt indicate that the company, of course, well, let me put it this way. You can see that this higher return on equity of 18.75% shows effective management and also a good return on shareholders' asset of 7.6%. Also, it looks good. But okay, let me say the return on assets, even though it is lower, is still indicative of efficient asset utilization, and it suggests a strong management team who are effectively using company resources. These two numbers. At this point, we're ready to look at the income statement. We have the revenue of JB Hunt have revenue of 12.83 billion. It is very substantial, but the quarterly revenue growth shows a decline. You can see right here, quarterly revenue growth shows a decline of negative 9.5% year over year. This could be a concern as it shows potential challenges in growing sales. Also, the decline in quarterly earnings growth of 23, let's see, negative 23.7%, also concerning too. And it possibly reflects increased costs, reduced demand, or other operational challenges. Who knows? I mean, it could be. Now, we can now look at the net income. The net income, which is another name for net profit. So net income is 728.29 million. And the earning per share is, you can see the diluted earning per share of $6.97 per share. These are healthy indicators suggesting that the company, which is JB Hunt, is profitable. However, the earnings trend need to be watched, especially given the negative earnings growth, earnings growth rate of negative 23.7%. All right. At this point, we are ready to look at the balance sheet items. Now, starting with total cash and the cash, total cash and debt. Let's look at cash and debt. JB Hunt has a total cash of 53.34 million and a much higher total debt. See, total debt of 1.93 billion. So this, well, there is a considerable leverage. I mean, the company has it, considerable leverage, debt. Let me put it this way, debt, considerable debt. Because the debt to equity ratio is 47%. Okay? 47%. You can see right here, debt to equity ratio, 47%. Okay? And this suggests that the company has not over leveraged, but the level of debt is still high and should be, even though it's high, and I mean it can probably meet up with the debt, but it should be monitored. Why do I say it can meet up with debt? Because it has a debt current ratio of 1.17, which means that if it has a debt $1 billion in debt, it has $1,170 dollars to pay it, so you can handle it day-to-day. I mean, recurrent. Let me put this the short-term debts. That would be the best way. Short-term debt or current liability. Okay. Now, so like I said, the 1.17 current ratio that it has indicate that the company can meet its short-term liabilities with short-term assets. And this is a positive sign for financial health. Now, for the book value, well, you can see that the book value per share for this company is $39.76. So, of course, you know that this is a figure. This figure can give an idea of what the company is worth on a per share basis if it is liquidated. Now, let's look at the long-term sustainability. And for investors, I would say that the JB Hunt, the company's moderate profitability, and then strong management effectiveness and reasonable financial health suggests that it could be a suitable investment for long-term investors. But the declining revenue and the earning growth rate raises some concern. So I will say that investors should consider it. But to me, from what I have seen so far, I mean, debt ratio, current ratio is good. I mean, the company has big profits consistently, pays dividends, and return on asset is good. Revenue is also strong, 12.83 billion. Have a bullish trend, and today the share is trading at $208.52 per share, which is still I mean, it is down today, but that is what the stock market does. Some days it's down, some days it's up. But if the fact that we have a long-term upward trend, and given all this information we have about the company, and also in general, people need what the company offer. People need to move goods and service goods from point A to point B. Without logistic company like JB Hunt, the economy will suffer. Let me put it that way. So I will say that for JB Hunt, what would be my final assessment? What should be your decision as a long-term investor? For long-term investors, I will say that my final answer to the question, JB Hunt's transport services stock, should you buy it or should you sell it? Well, my advice is to buy and hold. BUY. Buy it, hold it. It's a good stock, and the value is going to appreciate more. Even if it doesn't appreciate in value, you still have the dividend that comes in every quarter. You're still going to be making money. So buy JB Hunt. Thank you for listening. And then I will see you in my next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.